Hi guys, it's Wes and Bonnie,
Hola, amigos.
and we are here with the latest spin on it. So
What are we talking about today?
today's topic is actually our first request. Hey,
So
somebody's
keep them
watching.
coming.
So the request was to talk about the importance of having a good workout buddy and how that can help you in your own workout. And that is something that we know a lot about because we've
We
been each
do.
other's go-to workout buddy for going on
Almost
well,
4
3.5
years.
3.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time.
We've done some crazy things.
We have. So, why don't you talk about, so you moved here from Houston. I met you not long after you moved here, and I remember right off the bat when we realized we had this similar sort of
Interest.
personality and interest and level of energy, that you kept saying, you were so glad that you were worried that when you moved here you would maybe not be able to keep
Yeah.
up your really active lifestyle that you enjoyed in Houston.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in Houston, I was active. I ran and stuff. And so I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to maintain that here. I felt like at the time I had reached a fitness level that I was really proud of. And I was like, I don't want to lose that. And so at the time, I didn't know that San Antonio, it wasn't really known as an active city. And so I didn't know what I could do here. And so coming here, I was really worried, like you said, about maintaining that level of fitness. So, you stumbled into my class one day. Sashayed into my class.
Sashayed into your class.
And, we immediately just connected thing on just that energy level. And then, at the time I was training for a half marathon, or I was about to start for the rock and roll. And you're like, hey, I'm curious about doing it. So we ended up doing it. And so, our friendship evolved from that. And so it made me happy just because I was able to keep doing, now actually increased my level of fitness in a whole way that I didn't even think I could do.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. Just by meeting somebody who motivated me. Like when I was down, you picked me up and pushed me and we learned new things together. And so it was fun that benefit from coming from somebody else that I had never had before. I'd never worked out with really anybody before. I was always pretty solo.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we were lucky, I guess, in that we sort of connected right away. We both,
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're at similar fitness. I mean, we were
Yeah.
at similar fitness levels in terms of when we started running together and stuff, I guess. But
It's evolved so much.
it's evolved so much.
So much.
So let's talk about how you find that person, how you find that workout buddy. So like I said, we were kind of lucky. It just sort of happened. We clicked and just started really pushing each other to try new things and
I guess
get out of our comfort zones a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess really the first thing is, which is key, is finding that person has a similar level as you.
Right. Because if you're somebody who's a sprinter and you are trying to work out with someone who is a jogger, that may not work so well. Or if you're somebody who, wants to try crazy new workouts and your workout buddy is more conservative.
Or just getting started.
Yeah, then again, it might not be a great fit. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you are good friends with. We barely knew each other when we started out. And so it's great if it's somebody you're already friends with, but just because you're best friends with somebody doesn't mean that they're going to be a great fit for the gym or for your
I think
your
that's
classes.
the key, though, too, is I think people sometimes feel like they have to pick from someone within their pool of people they know now, but there's so many other people out there. And I know sometimes it's hard to do that, but, that person has to have that same passion as you do. To keep you motivated days when you feel maybe not so great.
Yeah.
You need someone to drag you out of bed and do it. That it's really important. So, be open to meeting new people, and oftentimes the people sometimes are in your own family. I often train mother-daughter couples, and I think it's great because they really know each other, and I think it's inspiring to have a mother inspire their daughter to help push each other. I think it's beautiful, and so, it's like I often sometimes work out with my sister too, and we push each other, and so it's just that relationship that you have, whether it's family or a friend, and it's cool to have.
So the person who requested this topic actually had a workout buddy that was a really good friend, is one of her really good friends, but she had to stop coming for a little while, and so my client was kind of having a hard time finding her mojo again and getting back in her groove because that was their social time too, and it was a little bit hard for her to push herself. So I ended up pairing her with another solo person that they were at similar fitness levels, and they hit it off. And now that, I see them texting each other, encouraging each other, and it's really cool. So again, she knows now that there's somebody who is supporting her, and somebody who is excited to see her when she shows up, and somebody who will push her and celebrate her accomplishments with her. So there's a lot to be said for that, I think, especially when you're just starting out. I think that there is a lot to be said for that support system.
Yeah, and I mean, like when we do runs and stuff, knowing that, whether it's our family or the other workout partner that's there, like knowing that they're at the finish line, like makes you hustle even more. Like you want to just get done to see them and just share your feelings with them, like yourself, the accomplishment that you just did, and it just feels good to share that with somebody.
Yeah.
But if that person isn't there, what happens? What do you do? The world doesn't stop.
Right. So you can have the best workout partner in the world, but if you...
but it has to come.
When that workout partner bails...
Sometimes tired.
Sometimes. You have to, if you don't, the bottom line is if you don't have the motivation inside, a good workout partner can get you started for sure. But if you aren't internally motivated with your own goals and your own objectives that you want to meet, it's not going to make that much of a difference, because then if for some reason your workout partner has to bail, you're going to have to really look inside and see why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah. So for example,
I did not bail on that.
Wow. So defensive. And you don't even know what I'm going to say.
Oh, I know.
So
talk about it.
So after, one of my favorite things about having Wes as a workout buddy, for real, is that he got me out of my comfort zone on a lot of levels. So when I first expressed to you I wanted to try to run a half marathon, I was already a runner. I was a decent-ish runner. But you made me a stronger runner. And
together.
Well, yeah, together. But I mean, it was finding somebody that enjoyed it like I did, and finding somebody who kept a good pace was important. And so after that, you suggested, because we were, kind of coming off that runner's high of the marathon, you suggested that
she was getting addicted.
Get a bike.
To the activity. Well, to the activities.
Worst things to be addicted to. So I got a road bike, and you pushed me to do an MS 150 with you. That is something I never would have considered doing on my own, and I still don't really enjoy biking by myself, just because I'm scared a little bit that something might happen, and nobody will know. I'll be on the road for days. Vultures will be circling. But you pushed me to do that, and I never in a million years would have thought of myself as an outdoor cyclist, and now it's one of my favorite activities. So those two things led me to think that I could do a triathlon, and so I told you that I really wanted to do that. And at first you were like, yeah, let's go. And then you were like, wait, I can't swim. And so
I can.
I'm sorry.
I just don't do it very well.
He just thinks he doesn't do it very well.
I don't.
Okay. So, but I didn't know, I wasn't a strong swimmer when I started either. So hired a swim coach, got a plan, but it threw me for a minute that you weren't doing it with me, because up to that point, every really hard, challenging activity I had done, besides just the fun fitness classes we go to, every hard, really physically, mentally demanding thing I'd done, you were right there. And so it threw me for a second, and it almost made me rethink it. I thought, gosh, can I really make myself do all this on my own, by myself? And so I realized then that, I really want to do this. It's a bucket list thing. I'm not getting any younger. Let's do it. So I hired a coach. She gave me a plan, which made it easier because I'm a very detailed plan. If it's written down, it's going to happen. So, but what you did do, which was nice, was you were super supportive. You were super encouraging. And there's things called bricks where you have to do biking and running in the same, workout. And so you would go ride with me, and then you would wait while I went and did the run part to make sure, that I didn't drop dead or get, snatched off the road or, whatever. So that meant a lot to me, because I knew even though you weren't physically beside me, I had your support, and that was super important. And you came to the event, and you were there at the end cheering, and, so.
I'm glad you did it by yourself.
It will teach you a lot to do. So a buddy is awesome. It's great. It'll get you motivated, but that motivation has to come from inside. And you have to, when you realize that you can do it on your own, you begin to feel like you can do anything in other areas of your life.
it feels so much more because you are just relying on yourself in the moment and the struggle. You know, that I mean, even throughout the trainings, you know, it's not an easy thing to accomplish. But yeah, having that mental connection with somebody, knowing that they are going to be there for you to listen to you when it gets tough, you know, it's still a great piece. But yeah, it all boils down to this: what's in your heart and how bad you want it.
So go out, find a good workout partner, especially if you're just getting started. Again, look for somebody who's a similar fitness level. Look for somebody who shares your enthusiasm. Maybe that has a similar goal. Maybe it's somebody who, you know, you've always wanted to run a half marathon and you meet somebody else who's always wanted to, and you begin that training process together. Or there's a new fitness class that you want to try that you might be intimidated to walk into by yourself. So find that person that'll do these things with you. And it will definitely push you harder, push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. But just remember that you have to want it. You have to know that you can do it on your own too, and you have to find that passion for whatever it is. If it's cycling, if it's running, if it's dancing, if it's I don't know, bowling, whatever. Is that a sport? Whatever it is,
Yes.
you have. We have jackets. You have to know that you can rely on yourself too, because when you become strong enough to rely on yourself, you are going to be an even better workout buddy.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to really push people to do things that they might not normally do.
Yes. So, yeah, that's our spin on it.
That's our spin on it.
Oh, and one thing. So,
We're about to spin out of here.
yeah. So the next 2 weeks ish,
2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
We are out.
we're gonna go get some sun, enjoy a little vacation, each of us. So
Not
we're-
together. Because we're that would be weird. Yeah, we're going on vacations.
But we have some cool stuff coming up when we get back,
So much fun stuff.
and new updates. So make sure you check out our website. We're excited about that.
We are excited about that. Lots of fun stuff coming up for
Yes.
fall. So please keep sending us topics. You can either email us or
Slide into our
hit us up on
DMs.
social media. And also make sure you, so we're in San Antonio Magazine now with our spin on it. Every other month, I think it is. So that will be coming out again in October. So if you have a suggestion that you would like us to cover either on this vlog or in the magazine, let us know. We're happy to do it. We love hearing what you guys want to know more about and sharing
So
our
check it out, y'all.
opinion.
All right, guys, have a good summer. Check you out later.
Bye.